was ruthless.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Kory. This is We Seent It. And it's going to be our little podcast, me and my co-host here, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, what we're going to do here is essentially, for the most part, we're going to watch movies. And then we're going to give you our 2 cents about it, it's for what it's worth. And there'll be a little bit of humor. Be pretty raunchy, so make sure you put the kids away before you crack this one open. But hell, it'll be worth it because most of the time we're probably going to be pretty liquored up. Hell, we might even sponsor some liquors and beers just to, go out there and tell you to try some good shit while you watch good shows.
That's a good time.
The first one here we're going to talk about is just a little bit of TV we've been watching. Right now, I have got 2 shows that I am impressed with. And one of them's still airing, so we haven't really got to finish it yet, so we don't know where it's going to be. But Welcome to Derry seems to be divisive in some ways to folks that are fans of Stephen King. The arguments I've heard is it's not following things or it's changing things up. I don't really agree with that. I think that the golden rule to me is for anybody that is going to adapt somebody else's work that's popular is stay true to the source material and do not deviate. It is okay to add, but don't take away or change things too dramatically, and then you'll always be in a good place. And I think that's what Welcome to Derry does. It adds more lore, and it's pissing some folks off, but you know what? Fuck them.
Yeah, I've heard. As he's saying, there's good people back. Kory's sitting here telling me it's awesome. I haven't seen any of it yet. I'm a chicken when it comes to scary stuff, so I have to be in the right mood to sit through it. So I gotta have somebody to hold my hand, and I need a bucket to cry into, maybe some chicken wings, But I'll eventually get there. But I've definitely seen people online blasting it. They're like, "This is the worst shit I've ever seen come out of Stephen King," and that's wild.
And it's funny because
everybody's opinion is valid. That's worst. Me personally, I think we'll get to that in a minute. we'll get to that in a minute. Back to Derry. Back to Kory saying he's enjoying it, and I'm in it for this.
Yeah, I mean it's a good show, and the thing is, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it adds a whole new layer to stuff, and I think that they've done a good job of pulling other things from other stories in Stephen King's multiverse. Because if you're a fan of Stephen King, then you know with the Dark Tower, everything's connected. So that's a big part of what I think we're seeing here. So go check it out, give it a shot. It is much more horrifying and gory than the movies.
That's why I hadn't seen it yet.
It's intense. I mean, the first episode, nothing bothers me. I mean, for the most part, I've been watching scary movies and stuff, and going to haunted houses, doing all kinds of paranormal shit since I was like 3. But the first episode, something about it, man. I actually had a little trouble sleeping after the night I watched it. So I was like, okay, they're on to something. This shit's intense. So that's an awesome one. Check it out. Just one more to kind of segue into that I just finished watching, and it just got renewed for a second season. Alien Earth.
This one I have seen a little bit of.
Yeah, and again, not going to spoil it, but it's definitely worth a watch. If you're a fan of the series and the Whalen Corporation and how they've been pulling everything together, even with the Predator, the new Predator Badlands, there's little bits of Easter eggs in the Alien Earth from Badlands, and they're creating this solidified multiverse. They're really taking some good cues from what Marvel did with their cinematic universe, and I think that they're going to do a great job and continue with season 2 and future Alien movies. So really there's a lot of good shit out there to watch right now, but those are 2 top tier ones.
Yeah, I've enjoyed the concept of transferring an ailing person or a person with cancer or they're dying into a body that's healthy and that will live forever. Mm-hmm. Just the concept there. If you took all the alien stuff out of it and went there, that's already really interesting. Mm-hmm. I mean, spoiler warnings if you haven't seen the show, but it gets pretty. Yeah,
it's like right in the first episode.
It's in the first 5-10 minutes. It talks about that, but it's pretty. Actually, it starts with the crew of the ship, and then it flash forward to Earth where they're dead. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
You get invested in these people for a second, and then you're like, oh, none of these people even matter.
Yeah, we already know you're all gonna die, so whatever. But we'll get to enjoy it. You know what? Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah. So there's this just it's all about these big corporations, and a lot of really good stories have big corporations, big evil corporations doing bad stuff. This guy, not really a good guy, but maybe not a bad guy yet. I don't know. I didn't finish. I'm not all the way caught up. I'm about halfway through the season. But this one girl, the very first girl, she's spent the most time in this body. She's got a human brain basically inside of a robot body. She's one of the, what were they called? Synthetics?
Synths, yeah.
Synth, yeah. So she's one of the synthetics. So she's learning that she can do more than she ever thought possible. She's in a body that can reach out through the internet and shit, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then she finds out she has a brother that's alive still. Oh shit. Suddenly, we're not worrying about developing our robotics. We're rescue mission style. Commando, go. Let's take all these kids that were just thrust into these bodies and let's go fight aliens.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. The first time they meet the aliens, they're fucking terrified. And that's exactly what I was expecting. They're going to shit their pants and that's going to be it. They're going to die, you know. And for a few people, maybe that is what happened. But just like the character, it's what you expect. And then those people to play these human bodies with these young children's personalities.
Yeah,
with
12-year-old personality.
Yeah, 12-year-old personality with no life experience. Yeah. To be face-to-face with a fucking monster hauling at you. That thing is so fast. That is like a terrifying ass alien.
The alien the way they represent the xenomorph in this series is intense. I mean, you're right. It's fast. It is hyper fucking deadly.
It's a fucking kill on sight. He
Yeah.
doesn't fuck with you. He doesn't creep up behind you and scare you. He is murder. You don't even care if you see him coming.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a serious. You know, there's different types of xenomorphs if you follow the alien stuff, alien series and everything. And like with aliens, they nerfed them a lot, and they get taken out by the colonial marines and everything a lot easier, which is understandable. That takes place, further in the future of the timeline. So weaponry maybe was a little better, but either way, Xenomorph is done really well in this. It definitely brings back the fear of the original movie and
it was like a genuine threat.
Oh
yeah.
One
Xenomorph on Earth, and you're like, we might be fucked just a little bit.
And not to mention, it's cool because the show takes a bunch of other alien species.
I really like that. That's cool.
And they're all so different, but they're all deadly in their own way. And it's cool because as this series goes on, you get to see what makes each one of these so dangerous.
The scene with the synthetic standing there and the alien that hangs from the ceiling comes out and looks him in the eye. He just like fucking do something, and then he leaves. Like, whatever, pussy, you ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's a ballsy ass 12-year-old.
Yeah, no, it's and the actors. I mean, they did a fucking phenomenal job on acting like scared kids in adult synthetic bodies.
Yeah, that was really selling it for me. I'm a big fan. Oh, and Timothy Oliphant being in it. You put him in anything, I'm there for it.
Hell yeah.
And they dyed his hair wild white.
Yeah, that was a good choice.
So he plays basically a regular synthetic, old school. He doesn't have the mental capacity of a human. He is just a computer. So he's all seriousness, all fact.
Yeah.
But he plays it so well. But he can, because he's got that seriousness and that fact, he can see what these people are experiencing, and because of his data banks, and I understand that you're experiencing fear right now, and psychologically, emotionally, this is the best way forward.
Yeah.
Act accordingly.
He's just like he's like a colder, more analytical bishop from Aliens.
There you go.
So, hell yeah, what you been into?
Oh man, Netflix just came out with the best samurai TV show I've ever seen, and I wasn't sure what it was when I just saw a trailer and it was badass. It was sword fights, old school stuff that drew me in instantly. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
It's called Last Samurai Standing. Now, just based on the title, that sounds like a duel to the death type of movie, or everybody coming together. So it's actually really cool. During the time of the samurai, right, when they were battling and then guns came out, guns kind of put an end to that. Just like The Last Samurai, one of my favorite samurai movies. Tom Cruise killed that. Everybody in that movie killed that. Oh man. But so samurai basically have the end of the day. After all that, the samurai are treated like shit. They're like, you're fucking worthless now. You know, we got guns, we got money, we don't need you anymore. You don't need to protect our shit. They're treated like dogs in the street.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't pay their bills, they can't feed their kids, and then cholera comes along and it just starts wiping out entire generations of families. People are sick, they can't eat whatever meager job and money they could find to get by, wiped out, you know?
Yeah.
Just like COVID, just like big illnesses across time.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to fix it, they don't know how to get through it, but these flyers start going around, hey, if you are adept at martial arts, meet me here at this time, possible $100,000. And this is getting passed out, and the little soldiers and the cops on the streets are like, stop. That's illegal to be passing shit out. And the main character that you first meet, his history, he was a badass general. He's got a big, background, and everybody that knows him knows you don't mess with that guy.
Yeah. My reputation precedes me, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's got a reputation, a good one.
Yeah.
And he finds one of these flyers, and he's like, well, that's interesting. When he comes home, his wife is there. She's sick. His daughter has been sick, and his son has been okay. But when he gets home, his wife's freaking out, and he hears her, and he's running to the house. And then his daughter's passed away from cholera. And at this point, that just like breaks him, Mm-hmm. He hasn't fought. He was on his last... He took his sword, which he hadn't opened since that war years ago.
Yeah.
He was trying to pawn it, and the pawn was like, I can't take this, man. It's illegal to even have it in here. But the guy knows him. He cares about him. He's a friend. He's like, let me help you out. Take this, pay me back whenever. Just, because he was like, is it that bad at home? He's like, it is. I'm sorry. And that's, for a samurai to sit there and get on his knees and beg, you're hard up and you feel bad already for this guy. You're like, this is you're already tugging him heartstrings. Yeah. And there hadn't been a single badass fight. Well, I mean, aside from the little war at the beginning, which was pretty cool. But, like, for going forward, this is a broken man. Yeah. And so you get there, and it's very Hunger Games. Battle Royale. You've got 250, something like that, samurai in this big temple where they're all supposed to meet. And a guy walks out, kind of like Squid Games. He's like, hello, everybody. Leave now or stay. You stay, you're in the game till death. Hunger Games, Battle Royale, Squid Game style. Yeah. They don't know what they're getting into. They just know they're all hard up and they need money. Yeah. So it's wild. And then none of them leave because they're all, what choice do I have if I leave them in the same boat? Yeah. Better off with this opportunity. And now he's looking around at all these people. He's got his back to a wall. He knows, protect yourself. Wu-Tang style. So, you best protect your neck. So, the samurai, they all have to kill each other to get points. Yeah. Everybody's got a tag on their neck. 1 point already. You have 1 point. To leave that temple, you have to have 2 points. So, already you have to kill one person. And then he spread it out. You have to have this many points per checkpoint all the way to the end. So they did the math, and maybe like 9 or 10 people can make it to the end. Yeah. That's if all of them are killed and collected. Mm-hmm. And the whole time they have soldiers there. They're like, if you refuse to fight, you will be killed. Yeah. So it's a kill or be killed at this point. He hits the gong or whatever, and it starts the fight. Everybody's just standing still, waiting for the first person to move. And you can tell, based on the crowd, who's actually a badass and who's about to fucking die. Just the personalities. And I'm watching this, I'm like, this is going to be crazy. And when one dude gets up and just starts murdering, it's like, whoa. 10, 15 people dead right there. And the whole time, the main guy, he's not pulled his sword out. He thought it was rusted shut. He was like, what am I going to do? But he's not going to go down without a fight. He's not going to die. He's just, fuck, what do I do? I'm not a killer anymore. That's not who I am. I'm a family man. I'm broken. He sees this girl, 12, 14, 15, young. Maybe 16. Just younger than all these old-ass samurai. And he's like, what the hell is she doing here? She doesn't need to be here. She's here like everybody else. Dying people at home. What choice does she have? Mm. She's not a fighter. She's like a little priestess. Yeah. But he goes over there, and he straight up lone wolf and cubs her ass. And he's fighting 20, 30 dudes the whole time, never pulling out his sword, just kicking their asses, beating the shit out of them, defending himself, protecting her. It was cool. Hell yeah. That was just the first episode. Oh, shit. And it's like 8 episodes.
Have you? So is it all out right now?
The first season is out.
Okay.
They got to the end of the first season, and then there's going to be a sec. I think they'll wrap it up in 2 seasons based on how far they got.
Yeah, that's
But-
the first episode.
Yeah, that was the first episode. Man, it was killer.
Oh, that's badass. Yeah, I got to check that out then. 'Cause-
I think the best scene that'll draw you in is in like the 3rd episode. There's these 2 dudes, and I know you like Samurai Champloo.
oh, fuck.
So there's one who's more of a stand-up at a regular style samurai. He's badass.
Mhm.
He's top tier, just like Jin.
Yeah.
And then there's one who's a wild ass fighter, and he's got that style of I'll attack you wherever the hell I don't whatever.
Yeah.
And these 2 fight, and it's exactly like you would think Mugen and Jin fighting in real life would be. And I was like, this is cool.
Hell yeah.
Blew my mind. So yeah, Last Samurai Standing. You can watch episode 2 through 8, or rewatch 1 because there's a lot I didn't talk about. Season 1 was killer. I can't wait for season 2. Like, it was straight up. I don't normally sit there and watch an entire show in one sitting,
Mm-hmm.
but I watched that motherfucker from start to finish. Now, that was
How
my
long are the
day.
episodes?
Like 45 minutes or something,
Okay.
an hour. They're all kind of in that range. Yeah. So it was like 7-8 hours.
All right.
Not bad if you've got time, or you can space it out, obviously.
Yeah, that's what
But it drew me in, and some stuff draws me in, and that's all I'm doing today. And that was it for me. That was awesome.
binge watching this motherfucker.
So there you go. That's some stuff that's come out, some stuff that you can check out right now, and of course, stuff to look forward to later if you're looking for something to watch. Now, to next episode, which will be episode 2, we're going to be talking about The Fifth Element. We watched it. We recorded the podcast, but because I have a new recorder, while I was listening to it, I deleted the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was.
Well,
It's all right. It was a test run pretty much, but
it was a hectic mess. So.
it was fun. But we're gonna reconvene and we're gonna talk about The Fifth Element. We have a lot to say about it. It was a trip. And then I'm not sure Chris, our other friend who'll be joining us, he is gonna pick the next movie after that. So we'll find out next time
Yeah.
on We Seent It.
Take it easy.